Hello friends, Sat Sri Akal. In this video, I will be taking you along on a trip of the historical buildings of Shimla. But before that, I request you to subscribe to my channel, Grandpa on Wheels. Shimla is not only a beautiful hill station where we can spend some quality time and enjoy with friends or family, but being the summer capital of India in the British times, it has a history behind it and also a number of historical buildings. Among these buildings, we will first visit the Viceregal Lodge. This is the historical Viceregal Lodge of Shimla, which was constructed in the year 1888. This majestic building was constructed in the year 1888 as a palace for Lord Dufferin, the Viceroy and Governor General of India, though he stayed here for a very short time. But 12 others coming after him till Lord Mountbatten used it as their residence. After 1947, it was used as the summer retreat of the President of India, but now it houses the India Institute of Advanced Studies since 1965. All important deliberations regarding independence of India in the years 1945-46 were held here, which were attended by Indian leaders like Gandhi, Nehru, Jinnah, Maulana Azad, Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Master Tara Singh and Sarojini Naidu, etc., whose photos are displayed in the building. The building has big halls with high-class walnut wood interior, though photography is not allowed inside. This palatial building in 331 acres was manned by a 800-strong staff, including 40 gardeners, and it also has a botanical garden as well. This botanical garden has an area of more than 100 acres. Another important building is the Shimla Railway Board building, which was constructed in the year 1896-97. That is even before the start of the construction of the Kalka-Shimla railway line. This building, with 4 stories above the road and 3 below the road, is a good example of fire-resistant building of those days, as it is made mainly of steel and cast iron. This was even demonstrated in the year 2001 when a fire broke out on the top floor of the building, which could be controlled quickly, and there was not much damage to the original structure of the building. The ground visible below behind me is the famous Anandale. Anandale or Anandale is the main green ground within Shimla, which was found by the Britishers in the year 1830. It was the main place for playing cricket, having fairs and enjoyment of the British people in those days. The National Polo Championship also used to be played in this ground. The Durand football tournament was started at this place in the year 1888, which was later shifted to Delhi in 1940, as from 1941 it was to be leased to the army for training. Though still with the army, But after independence, festivals like Dussehra were celebrated at this place. But it was stopped after a clash between the army and the civilians in 1972. The Christ Church on the Ridge, which was established in the year 1857, is the second oldest church in North India, only after the one in Meerut. At present, it is the center of attraction for most of the tourists visiting Shimla and a sort of a symbol of the Shimla Ridge. Just near the Christ Church on the Ridge is the famous Iety Theatre, which was built in the year 1887 and has remained the hub of cultural events of Shimla till date. The other side of this building falls on the Mall Road below. Great artists like Rudyard Kipling, K.L. Sehgal, Prithviraj Kapoor, Balraj Sahni, and many new actors have performed live at this place. The famous song of film Gadar, Main Nikla Gaddi Leke, was also filmed in this theatre. Many shows, exhibitions, and film festivals, etc., are held here regularly. The theatre looks even more beautiful at night time. Adjoining the Iety Theatre on the ridge is the majestic town hall, which was built in the year 1910 to accomplish most of the government jobs when in summers the capital of British ruled India was shifted to Shimla. The other side of the town hall is also on the Mall Road. It serves as the office of Mayor of Shimla at present. The town hall also looks very beautiful at night. Kennedy Cottage was the first Pakka house built in Shimla in the year 1822 by Charles Pratt Kennedy, the assistant political agent of the British in the Hill State, who is also known as the founder of Shimla. This big house, which houses the CPWD office at present, even Lord William Orchest, Governor General of Bengal, stayed at this place in 1927. This historical building was mainly renovated in the year 1920-21, but still some parts of its lower story are in original form. The construction of the Legislative Assembly was started in the year 1920 and completed in 1925. It has served as the Legislative Assembly of Punjab also. Now it is a part of the new premises of the Himachal Pradesh Vidhan Sabha, and visitors are not allowed inside. The Gorton Castle was built in the year 1904 from rosewood timber specially brought from Andaman and grey stone of Sanjoli. This 4-story building in an area of 400 feet by 100 feet with 125 rooms at present houses the office of Accountant General of Himachal Pradesh. Though not a building in itself, but the Scandal Point has its own importance, marking the lower end of the ridge. A story goes that a young British girl from a high-up English family had eloped with the Maharaja of Patiala from this place. But this story has many ifs and buts, and it remains a mystery. Who was the Maharaja and who was the lady? Let it remain a mystery, and we go on enjoying the beauty of the place and the Mall Road running along it. Just ahead of the Scandal Point is the General Post Office building, which was constructed in the year 1882, and it is the oldest post office of North India. It is one of the 6 post offices of India that were declared as heritage post offices in the year 1922. Since its construction, the color of this tin-roofed wooden structure was white and green, but now the green color has been replaced by red, the color of the Indian post offices. Not very far from this place stands the famous Grand Hotel, which earlier had the Bentinck Castle constructed in the year 1829 for Lord William Bentinck, the Governor General of India. The building, which after passing many hands was destroyed in a fire in 1922 and reconstructed in 1930. And the last, but not less in importance, is the Bandstand at the Ridge, which also is a heritage building, which was presented by Kanwar Jeevan Das of Jabalpur in 1907 to the residents of Shimla. In 1970, its basement was converted into Gufa restaurant, and later on the upper part also was converted to Ashiana restaurant. At night, the place looks very beautiful and remains one of the main attractions of the Ridge.